Now let's send things back over to meteorologist Tessie McNeil tracking Tropical Storm Debby for us this morning.
That storm still over toward the southeast, continuing to make its way slowly off the coast and eventually will slide further off to the north. But you can see the greatest impact this morning so far is on South Carolina. That's where we have that very heavy rain coming in. That red box that you see right there is a tornado watch, and that's mainly up towards South Carolina. Savannah would be right about in here, so it's just outside of that, although we did see a couple tornadoes popping up there yesterday. Here's the center of circulation. Notice how broad it is. A lot of your heavy rain just to the north of that. So, and some of our counties were experiencing some of that heavy rain, as you can see. There's Savannah there, so just north of that is where you're getting the very heavy rain as the storm continues to slide further off to the east. But this will continue for much of the day as it is a very slow mover. So it will make its way slowly to the northeast, east, and then eventually further up to the north. Here in North Georgia, not much of an effect. We got the clouds in place as a result. Mostly cloudy skies right now, except for our far western counties. You're starting off on the clear side, of course, and we'll start to see some breaks in those clouds as we get toward the afternoon, and you're not going to see much in the way of rainfall. That stays to our east for today. Temperature-wise, we're in the 70s. It's a muggy start for us. We got temperatures right at 78 degrees, 76 in Peachtree City, 75 up towards Georgia's Rome. Cool spot would be Blairsville at 67 degrees, 75 in Athens and Covington, 73 degrees in Thomaston. You know, that breeze just helps us out just a little bit. Feels, you know, like a nice little breeze going on. It makes you feel almost cooler psychologically anyway. But we'll see those temperatures get up into the 90s today. Here's the latest from the storm. Packing winds up to 45 miles per hour. It is moving toward the northeast at about 7 miles per hour. Very, very slow mover. It is forecast to move off the coast and then eventually hook back up to the north, move over eastern South Carolina into North Carolina and eventually right on up the eastern seaboard, where it will dump a lot of rain up and down the east coast. Right now, that heavy rain so far has been down into our state. We've been seeing, like Florida, over 10 inches of rain in some spots, especially where you see these yellows in here, and that is in the Savannah area there, where we've had that very heavy rain. In fact, you see the flood warnings indicated by the red. Surrounding that is the flood watches that we have, and that will last at least through tonight. As the storm begins to pull away, the rain should begin to taper off just a little bit. Winds for us, that's going to be the impact, if you will. Breezy at times, so not causing too much of a problem. As high as about 30 mile per hour wind gusts over toward Eatonton. Further east you go, the higher those winds will be, closer to that center of circulation. But our winds anywhere between 15, 20 miles per hour, the gust up there as well at times. And we'll see that not only for today, but we'll get it again for tomorrow, especially over here to our eastern cities. You see Eatonton, Athens, 23 mile per hour gust, 26 mile per hour gust. That'll be the case for our Wednesday. And then by Thursday, things should begin to quiet down a little bit as far as those winds. So that's going to be the impact for us with Debbie. Looking at wind gusts at times, 20, 25 miles per hour for this afternoon. So the need, not much, but if you have loose things around, maybe want to tie those down. If you got a porch umbrella, just bring that down. You know, don't leave it up, in other words, for the wind to get under that and just topple that over. Our forecast track model plays out like this. You can see where we have the mix of sun and clouds, at least early on. Thicker clouds will come in later today as well. So a mix of sun and clouds through the day today. Tomorrow and overnight, really, we'll start to clear it out. So we may start off with a few clouds in the morning, looking at mostly sunny skies by the time we get to the afternoon. That's going to help to boost that temperature up just a little bit, staying in the low 90s for highs, of course. Our rain chance, very, very low. We'll keep it less than a 20% chance. As you can see, the storm starts to pull further off to the north and away from us by Thursday. Still got that northerly flow coming in, so we may start off with breezy conditions, but I think it is better by the time we get to the afternoon. 7-day outlook shows 94 degrees for the high temperature on Wednesday. By Thursday, we'll be at 91. We'll stay there for Friday as well. We'll give it a 20% chance for an isolated shower. Sunshine returns for the weekend, 90 both Saturday and Sunday under mostly sunny skies. 89 degrees, getting back to the 80s by the time we start the work week next week, partly sunny skies by then.